NFL.com.
Welcome to NFL Blitz Talk, your go-to podcast for weekly game breakdowns, top plays, and hot takes from around the league. Let's dive into the action.
National Football League training camps are underway, and reporters are covering every team.
Fans can find details on standout players, position battles, and depth chart changes.
Reporters are also providing insights into cut decisions and quarterback performances.
Links are available to follow the latest news from all 32 teams.
These reports will be updated frequently with the most recent information.
Key details to watch include breakout players and those on the roster bubble.
This information is especially useful for fantasy football enthusiasts.
Check back often for updates before preseason games begin Thursday.
Updated depth charts for all 32 teams are also available.
The American Football Conference East teams have their training camp locations listed.
Locations for the American Football Conference North teams are also provided.
The American Football Conference South team training camp sites are included.
Training camp sites for the American Football Conference West are listed as well.
National Football Conference East team locations are available too.
National Football Conference North training camp sites are also detailed.
Locations for National Football Conference South teams can be found in the article.
National Football Conference West team training camp sites are also listed.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.
Aaron Rodgers is open to playing in the Steelers' preseason opener against Jacksonville if Coach Mike Tomlin wants him to play.
Rodgers last played in a preseason game 2 years ago with the New York Jets.
Before that, he had not played in a preseason game since 2018.
Rookie quarterback Will Howard is dealing with a hand injury and will not be available for the game.
This leaves Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, and Skylar Thompson to split the snaps against the Jaguars.
Tomlin said Howard is week to week with a broken finger after hitting his hand on a helmet during practice.
Rodgers said it is unfortunate for Howard because he has had a good training camp.
Rodgers has taken Howard under his wing since signing with the Steelers in early June.
Rodgers believes the Steelers' offense is starting to improve after early struggles in training camp.
He and offensive coordinator Arthur Smith have been discussing offensive philosophy.
Rodgers appreciates that Smith is open to ideas from him and the other players.
Smith wants the offense to be a collaborative process.
Rodgers signed a one-year deal with the Steelers.
He is the oldest active player in the National Football League.
The game against the Jaguars is on Saturday.
The Steelers have been practicing at St. Vincent College.
ESPN is acquiring the NFL Network and other National Football League media assets, including RedZone.
This deal gives the NFL a 10% equity stake in ESPN.
ESPN will also acquire the National Football League fantasy product and merge it with its current platform.
This makes ESPN Fantasy Football the official game of the National Football League.
ESPN will own and operate the NFL Network, controlling its linear and digital rights.
The NFL Network will be integrated into ESPN's upcoming streaming product.
It will also remain available through traditional pay television providers.
ESPN platforms will license 3 additional National Football League games per season, for a total of 28.
ESPN will have broad rights to RedZone, including the trademark, and will distribute it to pay television operators.
The National Football League will retain ownership, operation, and production of RedZone, along with digital distribution rights.
The National Football League will continue to own and operate National Football League Films and NFL.com.
Starting in 2026, Disney Plus and Hulu will stream the National Football League draft presentations from ESPN, American Broadcasting Company, and ESPN Deportes.
American Broadcasting Company and ESPN will each produce telecasts for rounds 1 through 3 on Thursday and Friday.
ESPN will air rounds 4 through 7 on Saturday, with a simulcast on American Broadcasting Company.
ESPN can also add alternate telecasts for rounds 1 through 7 on streaming platforms.
ESPN's streaming service will launch in early fall at $29.99 per month and retain the ESPN name.
National Football League players can continue using smelling salts during games this season.
However, there has been some recent confusion regarding a league memo about the use of ammonia.
The National Football League Players Association sought clarification on the ammonia ban.
The ban only applies to teams providing ammonia to players, not individual player use.
The union stated they were not notified of this policy change before the memo was released.
The original memo from the National Football League stated that teams are prohibited from providing ammonia in any form.
This ban was recommended by the National Football League Head, Neck, and Spine Committee due to Food and Drug Administration warnings.
These warnings highlighted potential negative effects of ammonia inhalants, including masking concussion symptoms.
The ban applies to all team personnel and throughout all game-related activities.
Some players, like George Kittle and Levante David, initially misinterpreted the memo as a complete ban.
They expressed concerns about not being able to use smelling salts during games.
The National Football League Players Association confirmed with the league that players can supply their own smelling salts.
This clarification ensures players can still use smelling salts if they choose to bring their own.
The initial confusion caused some unnecessary concern among players who rely on smelling salts.
The situation highlights the importance of clear communication between the league and its players.
Now players know they can continue their pre-game ritual as long as they supply the smelling salts themselves.
Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' longest-tenured player, is entering his 13th season in the National Football League.
Kelce acknowledges that his mindset for the 2025 season is different from last year, aiming for another Super Bowl run with a better outcome.
He has firmly put the Super Bowl 59 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles behind him and is focused on the current season.
Unlike last year, when he spent the summer in Europe with Taylor Swift, Kelce arrived at training camp noticeably slimmer and more energized.
Head coach Andy Reid praised Kelce is in excellent shape, suggesting he might have even led the team in conditioning.
Kelce has been a dedicated presence at training camp, participating in every practice and making impressive catches.
Despite turning 36 in October, he continues to push himself, running extra routes even when fatigued.
Kelce embraces the challenges of training camp, viewing the hard work and soreness as part of the process.
He appreciates the Missouri Western State University campus as his football sanctuary, allowing him to focus on his craft.
Being back in the dorm setting helps him to concentrate on improving and supporting his teammates.
Kelce emphasizes that football has always been his primary driving force.
He enjoys the focus and dedication required to strive for another Super Bowl appearance.
Kelce is committed to maximizing his performance and contributing to the team's success.
His focus and determination are evident in his approach to the upcoming season.
The Chiefs are hoping Kelce's continued dedication will lead them back to the Super Bowl.
His experience and leadership are invaluable assets to the team.
The upcoming season will be a test of the Chiefs' resilience and determination.
Kelce is ready to embrace the challenge and lead the team forward.
Patriots coach Mike Vrabel sustained a bloodied cheek after jumping into a practice scrum with the Washington Commanders.
Quarterback Drake May praised Vrabel for setting a tone of intensity and toughness.
The scrum began after rookie running back Tre'Von Henderson executed a block during blitz pickup.
May emphasized the importance of balancing physicality with avoiding unnecessary conflict.
Vrabel reportedly joked about reviewing the film of himself in the scrum.
No players were ejected, and the situation was quickly resolved.
Tight end Hunter Henry acknowledged Vrabel still has some player in him.
Receiver Demario Douglas appreciated Vrabel's support and humor after the incident.
Douglas shared Vrabel's lighthearted response when asked about the injury.
The Patriots and Commanders will face off in their preseason opener on Friday.
Veteran offensive tackle Morgan Moses described Vrabel as a player's coach.
Moses highlighted Vrabel's experience as a former National Football League linebacker.
Moses stated that Vrabel's hands-on approach motivates players.
He also noted Vrabel's understanding of the game from both player and coaching perspectives.
This incident underscores the competitive atmosphere Vrabel fosters in New England.
It also reveals the respect and camaraderie he has cultivated with his players.
The preseason game should provide further insight into the team's development.
Fans are eager to see how this intensity translates onto the field.
Giants wide receiver Malik Nabers did not participate in the final practice periods on Wednesday, stating it is part of a process to maintain his health.
Nabers has been dealing with a toe issue since the spring, and also experienced a minor shoulder injury earlier in the summer.
Despite these setbacks, he has been a consistent presence at training camp, including the first half of Wednesday's practice.
Nabers emphasized that he is following the coaches and training staff's plan to ensure he is healthy for the season.
He is regularly seen working on his toe before and during practice, and remains in constant contact with the trainers.
When on the field, Nabers has not shown any signs of being hampered by injuries and has consistently made big plays, particularly downfield.
Following a breakout rookie season with 109 receptions, 1,204 yards, and 7 touchdowns, Nabers believes he has improved further.
He expressed confidence that these minor injuries will not limit his production this season.
The Giants' first preseason game is against the Buffalo Bills on Saturday.
Coach Brian Daboll has not yet indicated whether Nabers and other starters will play.
Nabers stated he is open to whatever Coach Daboll decides regarding his preseason playing time.
If the starters do play, Nabers is expected to be involved, having quickly become quarterback Russell Wilson his favorite target.
Wilson has been impressed with Nabers since his arrival, praising his talent and explosiveness.
Wilson considers Nabers one of the top receivers in the National Football League, comparable to players like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Nabers had a stellar rookie season, becoming the Giants' #1 receiver and reaching the Pro Bowl.
Wilson believes Nabers is only going to get better and is excited to play with him.
Tua Tagovailoa was recently appointed to the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition.
He called it an honor, but admitted he is still learning about the role.
President Donald Trump re-established the council to promote youth sports and healthy lifestyles.
The council advises the president on improving the overall health and fitness of Americans.
Tagovailoa spoke about his appointment for the first time since the announcement.
He expressed his excitement and acknowledged the honor.
Other appointees include Nick Bosa, Harrison Butker, and Roger Goodell.
Saquon Barkley was also named but declined the invitation.
President Trump mispronounced Tagovailoa's last name during the announcement.
The quarterback laughed it off, saying he had heard worse mispronunciations before.
Tagovailoa said he did not take the mispronunciation personally.
He also mentioned hearing worse pronunciations during his time at the University of Alabama.
When asked about the process of his appointment, Tagovailoa said he was unsure how it happened.
He admitted to not knowing much about the specifics of the council yet.
The council aims to engage various sectors in creating a national culture of health and fitness.
Tagovailoa is expected to contribute to this initiative through his role on the council.
Jacksonville Jaguars defensive tackle Eric Armstead is dealing with a back injury that makes his availability for Week 1 uncertain.
Armstead has missed 3 practices due to what coach Liam Cohen has called a sore back.
He participated only in individual drills during the first 8 practices.
Cohen stated the team was giving the 31-year-old a veteran's start.
There is no clear timetable for Armstead's return to the field.
Cohen expressed hope that Armstead, as a veteran, would know how to prepare himself.
The coach emphasized the importance of Armstead being healthy for the long season.
Cohen acknowledged the importance of early games but stressed the length of the season.
When asked about Armstead's availability for the September 7th opener against the Carolina Panthers, Cohen was non-committal.
The Jaguars signed Armstead to a 3-year, $43.5 million contract in March of 2024.
$28 million of that contract was guaranteed.
Armstead previously thrived as a defensive tackle with the San Francisco 49ers.
The Jaguars moved him to defensive end last season, where he served as a backup to Josh Hines-Allen and Travon Walker.
He finished the season with 2 sacks.
Armstead indicated after the season he would return to playing defensive tackle in 2025.
He worked at that position in the spring and was expected to start alongside Devon Hamilton.
Travis Hunter's fantasy football value depends heavily on how much he plays on offense and defense.
NFL training camps are underway, and position battles are a key storyline as teams prepare for the 2025 season.
Players are competing for spots on the final 53-man rosters and starting roles.
Teams like the Los Angeles Rams and several others have key position battles to resolve.
The Buffalo Bills have a competition for the backup quarterback position behind Josh Allen.
Mitchell Trubisky and Mike White are competing for the backup quarterback role, and preseason games will be crucial.
The Miami Dolphins have a significant battle at cornerback due to injuries and roster changes.
The New England Patriots have a wide receiver competition, with several players vying for spots on the roster.
The New York Jets have a center competition between Joe Tippmann and Josh Myers.
The Baltimore Ravens have a kicker competition between 2 rookies following Justin Tucker's release.
The Cincinnati Bengals have a right guard battle, with Cody Ford currently leading.
The Cleveland Browns have a quarterback competition, with Joe Flacco seemingly in the lead due to Kenny Pickett's injury.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have a competition for the number 2 wide receiver spot behind DK Metcalf.
The Houston Texans have a battle at both offensive tackle positions, including rookie Ariante Ursary.
The Indianapolis Colts have a quarterback competition between Anthony Richardson Sr. and Daniel Jones.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have a safety competition, with Andrew Wingard slightly favored.
The 2025 college football season will significantly impact the 2026 NFL Draft Prospect Rankings.
Scouts and personnel are eager to observe several key players this season.
Drew Aller, Penn State quarterback, possesses the physical attributes desired by NFL scouts.
However, scouts question his decision-making and instincts on the field.
David Bailey, Texas Tech edge rusher, excels as a pass rusher with impressive speed.
He needs to demonstrate his ability as a three-down player to improve his draft stock.
Carson Beck, Miami quarterback, hopes a change of scenery will revitalize his draft prospects.
He aims to showcase his talent as a pocket passer after transferring from Georgia.
Jermod McCoy, Tennessee cornerback, possesses elite quickness, timing, and ball skills.
His recovery from a torn ACL will be crucial for his draft positioning.
Garrett Nussmeier, LSU quarterback, is praised for his arm angles and decision-making.
He needs to reduce turnovers to solidify his position as a top quarterback prospect.
Ethan Onyanwa, Ohio State offensive tackle, transferred from Rice after an impressive season.
His performance against tough competition will determine his draft stock.
Jadon Ott, Oklahoma running back, aims to regain his form after an injury-plagued season.
He transferred from California and seeks to prove his value in a new environment.
Patrick Payton, LSU edge rusher, transferred from Florida State, seeking a better schematic fit.
He needs to showcase consistent technique against top offensive tackles in the SEC.
Kadiern Proctor, Alabama offensive tackle, is considered a potential number 1 overall pick.
His conditioning and availability will be closely scrutinized this season.
Jordan Tyson, Arizona State wide receiver, has the potential to be the top receiver in the draft.
He must improve his consistency in catching the football to secure that position.
Shedeur Sanders was seen practicing on the field well before the Cleveland Browns' 8th training camp practice officially began.
He was joined by Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett, all working on shotgun snaps and warm-up passes under the watchful eye of quarterbacks coach Bill Musgrave.
The Browns are one of 3 National Football League teams currently in a quarterback battle, along with the Indianapolis Colts and New Orleans Saints.
This competition has already seen its share of unexpected turns, including injuries and shifting participation levels in practice.
Kenny Pickett returned from a hamstring injury, while Shedeur Sanders experienced arm soreness and Dillon Gabriel dealt with hamstring tightness.
The Browns even signed Tyler Huntley to add depth at the quarterback position due to these injuries.
While Browns coach Kevin Stefanski has not made a final decision on the starting quarterback, the team's first unofficial depth chart lists Joe Flacco as the starter.
Following Flacco are Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, and then Shedeur Sanders.
Flacco, Pickett, and Gabriel have split snaps with the first-team offense, while Sanders has primarily worked with the backup units.
Deshaun Watson continues to rehabilitate from an Achilles injury and is expected to be sidelined for most of the 2025 season.
Kenny Pickett emphasized the importance of continuous improvement, stating that anyone not actively competing is losing ground.
Shedeur Sanders is slated to start in the Browns' preseason opener against the Carolina Panthers.
Coach Stefanski cautioned against reading too much into the early practice rotations, emphasizing that the quarterback assignments would change frequently.
Initially, Pickett took all first-team snaps, while Gabriel and Sanders led the backups, and Flacco primarily observed.
In subsequent practices, Pickett and Flacco rotated leading the starting unit, demonstrating Stefanski's approach to distributing reps fairly.
Each quarterback has thrown a limited number of passes in practice, but they claim to be focused on maximizing their opportunities rather than dwelling on the limited reps.
Many offensive players were selected early in the 2024 NFL Draft, setting a new record.
However, despite being considered a weaker group, the defensive rookies made a significant impact.
27 rookies played substantial defensive snaps, with 20 of those being defensive backs.
Not only did many rookies play, but several also significantly influenced postseason runs and team units.
This list highlights the 20 most important rising sophomore defenders and their unique attributes.
Byron Murphy II, despite battling injuries and a steep learning curve, showcased promising plays hinting at his potential as a high-impact defensive tackle.
Jared Verse earned high praise for his powerful bull rush, disrupting pockets, and excelling in run defense.
Chop Robinson, after stepping into a full-time role, achieved an impressive pressure rate comparable to elite edge rushers.
Quinion Mitchell displayed exceptional coverage skills, discouraging targets, and limiting yards after catch.
Emmanuel Arnold, despite initial struggles with penalties, showed promise as a physical man coverage corner.
Kelly Ringo Wiggins excelled in coverage, leading rookie corners in target EPA, and boasts high potential comparable to Sauce Gardner.
Colton Sweat, a massive defensive tackle, proved his value as a run defender despite limited pass rush impact.
Cooper DeJean, a versatile nickel corner, demonstrated exceptional zone coverage skills and playmaking ability.
Mickey Garner, despite some concerns, significantly contributed to his team with a high hawk rate and few yards allowed per target.
Teddy Bridgewater recently addressed his coaching suspension from Miami Northwestern High School at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers training camp.
He explained that his actions, deemed to have provided impermissible benefits, stemmed from a desire to protect his players, whom he considers his sons.
Bridgewater detailed his expenses in a Facebook post, including providing meals from Black-owned restaurants, matching clothing, field maintenance, recovery trucks, pre-game meals, and transportation.
These expenses totaled thousands of dollars, leading to a 7-day suspension following the post.
Bridgewater expressed his concern for the players' safety in the challenging neighborhood surrounding Miami Northwestern.
He emphasized his protective nature and commitment to ensuring their well-being.
Data reveals a significant percentage of students at the school face economic hardship, qualifying for free lunch programs.
Bridgewater stated that his generous nature comes from his mother, who worked for Miami-Dade County Schools.
He related to the students' experiences, recalling his own time at Miami Northwestern and the challenges of food insecurity.
Bridgewater has also contributed to his youth football program, Buncha Park, by paying registration fees for football and cheer participants.
In 2023, the city of Miami Gardens honored him by dedicating Teddy Bridgewater Field at Buncha Park.
Despite the suspension, Bridgewater maintains his commitment to supporting his former players.
He refers to himself as the neighborhood hope dealer, and believes his presence on the Buccaneers can inspire them.
Bridgewater expressed that his players find hope in him, further fueling his desire to support them.
Jimmy Horn Jr., the Carolina Panthers rookie wide receiver, made a touchdown-saving tackle during a recent practice.
His reaction to being asked if he was ready to play defense was priceless, starting with a childlike stare and ending with an outburst of laughter.
Horn stated that he would play anywhere on the field.
Shadur Sanders, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns and Horn's former teammate at Colorado, shared that he misses Horn's personality.
Sanders also mentioned missing the other Colorado players and their unique personalities.
The Panthers drafted Horn in the 6th round for his speed and playmaking ability.
Horn demonstrated these qualities, with 2 short touchdown catches and a tackle that prevented a touchdown.
His tackle showcased his 4.38 speed and his determination.
Sanders noted that Horn always brought a different mentality to practice.
Panthers coach Dave Canales has been impressed with Horn's energy and speed.
Canales described Horn as all gas, potentially the fastest player on the roster.
Unlike his former teammate Travis Hunter, Horn is focused on perfecting his route running.
However, his experience playing for Deion Sanders at Colorado has prepared him well for the National Football League.
Canales praised Horn's full-speed approach to everything he does.
Hunter acknowledged Horn's talent and love for the game, confirming his speed.
Horn has always been fast, crediting his mother, a high school track star, for his speed.
He credits Deion Sanders for preparing him for the National Football League and life, serving as a father figure after his own father's imprisonment.
Sanders accompanied Horn for senior day at Colorado and visited Horn's father in prison.
Travis Hunter is attempting something unprecedented in the National Football League, playing both offense and defense regularly.
During a recent scrimmage, Hunter showcased this two-way ability, switching between receiver and cornerback.
This marks the first time he has played both positions in an official National Football League practice setting.
Hunter had 4 receptions for 43 yards on offense and participated in 21 defensive snaps.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are preparing to make him the first regular two-way player since the 1960s.
Hunter expressed his appreciation for the trust the Jaguars have placed in him.
He acknowledges the heavy workload, but remains focused on attacking the tasks given to him.
Hunter has been diligently practicing and rotating between offensive and defensive meetings.
The coaching staff has meticulously planned his schedule to balance both roles.
Hunter has impressed his teammates and coaches with his mental and physical commitment.
His next challenge is translating this success to an actual National Football League game.
Hunter prefers the Jaguars' approach of gradually easing him into the two-way role.
He finds learning both offensive and defensive playbooks mentally challenging.
Despite occasional moments of uncertainty, Hunter displays confidence on the field.
He is focused exclusively on outside cornerback, and there are no current plans to move him inside.
Hunter has shown significant growth in his knowledge of the offense.
His improved understanding of the playbook allows him to execute plays with confidence.
Despite initial concerns, Hunter has not been overloaded by the two-way role.
Sean Payton, now coaching the Denver Broncos, sought a franchise quarterback in the 2024 draft.
Payton developed a formula to evaluate quarterbacks' processing speed by analyzing their sacks, fumbles, and interceptions.
He applied this formula to prospects like Caleb Williams and Drake May, but was most impressed by Bo Nix.
Nix, despite a non-traditional college career, impressed Payton by memorizing the Broncos' offensive playbook.
Payton valued Nix's low rate of negative plays, even better than Patrick Mahomes' college statistics.
Payton believed Nix's potential combined with his coaching could lead to success.
By January 2025, Nix had led the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
Payton prioritized Nix's favorite plays when creating the game plan, adapting some from Nix's college playbook.
Despite losing to the Bills in the playoffs, Payton remained confident in Nix as his long-term quarterback.
5 months later, Nix continued to study and learn the Broncos' offense with quarterbacks coach Davis Webb.
Payton believed the Broncos were Super Bowl contenders in 2025, with Nix showing improvement.
Nix was in a favorable position compared to other quarterbacks from his draft class who faced coaching changes or injuries.
Payton aimed for the Broncos to go from good to great in the 2025 season.
Webb quizzed Nix on play recognition and adjustments, highlighting the complexities of NFL offenses.
The article emphasizes the importance of coaching and infrastructure for quarterback development.
It also highlights Payton's unique approach to quarterback evaluation and his belief in Bo Nix's potential.
Field Yates has released his top 100 fantasy football player rankings.
These rankings are subject to change throughout the preseason.
The top 3 players are Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, and Justin Jefferson.
Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, and CeeDee Lamb round out the top 6.
Several rookie wide receivers like Puka Nacua and Malik Nabers make the top 10.
Running backs Christian McCaffrey and Ashton Jeanty also appear in the top 10.
Other notable running backs ranked highly include Devon Achane and Derrick Henry.
Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor are also projected to have strong fantasy seasons.
Among wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Drake London, and Devontae Adams are ranked highly.
Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, and Jackson Smith-Njigba are also expected to perform well.
At tight end, Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and George Kittle are top contenders.
Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Josh Allen lead the quarterback rankings.